Hello, hello. Okay, there we go. Welcome back to NSG Fall 2024 here in Yarum. I completely butchered that. I'm sorry.
No, Yadam's fine.
No, I mean I'm eating a good chicken wrap over here. A familiar, good kitchen, and instead of yeah, the runner wanted to eat some as well. Anyway, yeah. We are coming up on Tetris Effect Connected, which still, want to remind you, we still have an open incentive. This incentive will be open the entire time the run is going on. So if we get that med, we should get that med. Come on. It's like a master mode speed showcase. If you want to see people going crazy with this kind of stuff, yeah, this Tetris can get pretty crazy, right? Yeah, the runner is nodding. I'm not lying about that. You have to take my word for it, though. No, you can see him. Anyway, yes. We will have JuZockt now with Tetris Effect Connected. Journey mode normal. Take it away.
Hello, everybody. My name is JuZockt. I'm gonna play Tetris Effect Journey mode on the normal difficulty. There are technically 3 difficulties to choose from. Beginners, like more slow pace for people that just started out Tetris. Normal is like a good middle ground, and expert already cranks the speed up to 20. We're doing normal mode because it's like a good middle balance. It shows off Tetris. This game is not really, it is still a speedrun, but it's more of a visual showcase. Like Tetris Effect is mainly focused on a visual experience, like it's very immersive. Also, I have an epilepsy warning for this game. This game may cause epilepsy because they're like fast changing colors. I will give that as a warning. On my lovely couch is Ludwig van Cooper. I have to give him like a crash course of what I'm actually doing. And I would say I will start the run right now.
Hello.
Hello. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I didn't start it. Was too low with the button.
Yeah, all right. So I'm saying that right away. I never played this game myself, but I mean, it's Tetris, so I definitely played Tetris before. So I guess I was figuring out it's not that hard to understand, and it's actually quite true. So it has some finicky things to it. So we are playing the journey mode of this game, which means we are beating 27 levels, and in each level we have to clear a total of 36 lines. 36 because we are playing on medium difficulty or normal difficulty. The beginner difficulty, I think, has 30 lines per level, and the expert mode has 48. So we are doing a pretty mediocre difficulty, pretty much. So the difference in difficulty is also how fast the lines drop. You see the speed level at the left side is currently set to 3. It can go up to maximum is 13 for normal mode, which is already pretty crazy. And yeah, you see when Ju clears a level with 36 lines, we have a little transition animation here. It's a little breather to calm down and prepare for the next level. It's actually very intense. You see the speed where he drops, insta-drops the lines or the pieces to clear the lines fast. What Ju is trying here is he tries to build for a 6-3 well. So that
I'm not trying it. I'm not trying it anymore. Okay. It is technically the fastest way to stack in the game, which is like you have a stack of 6 lines and a stack of 3 wide and a 6 wide stack, because then like the movement is like the minimum possible for line clears, and it's also very often used for score optimization, because in a 6-3 stacking, where I will try to get to a 6-3 stack transition to it. That's the wrong piece. Why did I thought I had a T piece there? There's a T piece. Yeah, because you can also do T spins, which give more points per line and on average. But also, this game has technically a special mechanic, which we sadly will not see in a speedrun, unless I do not top out in the end, and then I can show it off, actually. Well, I'm actually on the stack right now. No more.
Yeah, so if you top out in this game, luckily, you don't have to start the game all the way from the beginning.
You just start from the stage you topped out. So if I top out here, I would have to start here again, and I'm building very horrible right now. Just wanna mention.
Elgato, please.
Not
work.
again. Nah. Not again. Don't tell me.
I guess there are too many flashing effects in this game.
That is true.
We are currently trying to resolve or the tech team is right onto it, I suppose. But yeah, this game has a lot of flashing effects. That is because the game, while we are waiting for this for the visual signals to come back, a little backstory about the game. Maybe the game first released on the PS4 actually on November 2018. And it was then released on PC on the Epic Game Store in July 2019. But what we're playing here is actually the official Microsoft release from November 2020. And there we are back with the capture card. So from November 2020, there was the official Microsoft and Xbox release.
And that was also time exclusive for about a year, which was like the main update with adding more features. It added a multiplayer mode, actually. The game was fully single player only, and it had like leaderboards. But then it added like the so-called connected mode, which you can play with 3 players together against the boss. I still kind of want to show that one off one day, but for it to actually like be a good-looking speedrun, you need like 3 good Tetris players, because one person carrying it is not that easy in the connected mode.
Yeah, and the reason why you see like so many graphical effects in the background, that's because the game was actually designed with like virtual reality in mind. So I guess you were able to like put on your VR goggles and fully immerse into the game, and you have like full screen like effects and music around you, and you become one with Tetris, with the Tetris blocks or whatever. Yeah, obviously we're not playing on VR today, but
not unlike yesterday evening with the VR game, which was pretty fun.
Yeah, so the first 26 stages have like 36 lines that you have to clear, and the final level, which comes up after that, will have a full 90 lines that we have to clear, and it has some pretty intense parts with like pretty much the maximum speed that this difficulty has to offer.
Oh, I did a little bit, few too many lines here. Yeah, because we're trying to go fast, it is actually not. Oh, I actually made up some time. I'm always like looking at the timer, because the runtime is actually in ITG in-game time, and that's I don't know when. I think they did the change like in 2022. Because of course, because the game is on PC and on consoles, and that was like the fairest thing you could do to like just say, okay, the timing ends when you hit the 90 lines in the final stage, which is, by the way, no matter what difficulty you play, it's always 90 lines.
Yeah, so if you're familiar with let's say classical Tetris, like NES Tetris, you have a little advantage here that you have a prediction block of like 4 upcoming pieces instead of just 1. And you can also stash one of the pieces for later. That's what you can see on the top right and top left. One feature that is pretty neat for casual play, but not really of any use in the speedrun, is the little counter in the bottom left that says max all the time right now. That is like a feature, like if you activate that, you get into a special stack mode where if you clear lines, the lines actually won't disappear. So
until the timer's up. The timer is
not until the
20
timer
seconds,
runs out. Yeah.
20 seconds if it's on. If
and
it's on max.
The more lines you clear, the bigger of a point bonus you get. But yeah, in a speedrun we don't really care about points, but it's very interesting if you're like trying to do a high score run.
This is the first stage that goes like a little bit faster already. When you're in a third section, it's always the levels are always divided into 3 sections, and each section also has like 2 visual appearing effects. Yeah, we're now at speed 9, which is I sadly do not have the table in my head right now. I know like speed 13 is like about 1 line per frame when you measure in 60 Hertz. I did not press up there. Okay.
Yeah, what I find interesting about this game is that sometimes you just see rapid increase of speed levels, and then it goes down again, and then goes rapidly up again without the game even like notifying you beforehand. It just throws you into it. I think it's pretty much in sync with like what's going on.
Yeah,
the background with the graphics and the sound.
Yeah, the music actually changes at the point where you hear like a ding, which is like, okay, there's a speed change. And that's it already. And then you have the speed change. I mean, in the earlier stages, it's not that fast. If you play on expert, like, oh god, that was bad. When you play on expert, like the speed change is very drastic. Also, I'm like, wait, why am I so high on the screen? Why am I stacking so high?
Yeah, the well, that's not really a well anymore right now. It's a little bit dirty, so I have to do a little bit of cleanup now. So,
by the way, we're on the moon right now.
Yeah, obviously, like you see, whenever you clear any amount of lines at the same time, anything from 1 to 4, you always get a little animation where the lines actually go away. And this is time that you will lose in the run. So you want to have as few of these animations as possible. So ideally, to get 36 lines, ideally you just get
9
12. No, sorry.
Yeah, 9 Tetrises.
I cannot do math today. Sorry.
12 would be an expert.
9 Tetrises. No. Yeah, 9 Tetrises of 4 lines each. That makes up 36.
Funny enough, I'm
But
still
obviously
like
to do that fast is very, very difficult.
I'm still like on my preferred pace, which I'm happy with. Even though I had like some major misdrops.
Yeah, so still our main goal is to not top out, because then we lose all the progress for the level, and that would be a major time loss.
Oh yeah, I hope you like dolphins. Oh. I said it and I expected there are the dolphins.
Who doesn't like dolphins? Chat?
Please donate now if you like dolphins.
Yeah. I think now would be a good time for a donation, I think. Now would be like a good time if you have one.
Yeah, I actually got 10 Norwegian kroner from Nepomuk saying good luck JuZockt. So hello Lord Mouse. Hi. Shout out to everyone at the event and at home. Much love, Nepu.
Thanks, Nepu.
That did go to the Master Mode Speed Showcase.
Oh, you kind of do want to see it. If you think this is fast, no. I just say no, this is not fast. Even the maximum speed we get here, this is not fast. Master Mode is... The piece spawns on the bottom, basically. It's so fast, the piece just doesn't have time to fall, it's already there.
Oh no, not again, please. Mr. Elgato, work with us!
Bro.
The cat broke again. But yeah, the Master Mode Showcase is currently sitting at about 479 out of 2,500 kroner to our non-Norwegian folk. Do not be intimidated by the number 2,500. It's about $250. So if you got money to spare, please donate to that.
The sound is also dropping for me right now. Just wanted to mention that.
It's back.
And we're here to be back.
Guys.
Was it actually just plug-in again? Yeah, Elgato. I mean, Elgato is nice, but...
The capture cards can't handle this many blocks on screen, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you have to go slower.
The capture card is just overheating because of all these awesome effects on screen right now.
Mm. I'm actually playing on PC, but funny enough, I play with a controller because like, it's way more comfortable. It's just pretty sure like most of the pro players are playing with keyboard because you can customize the controls more there. But I was also originally on a keyboard when I started playing this, but hand cramps are not nice. So I decided, you know what, let me try it on a controller, and then I PB'd, which was funny enough during the submission video for this event. Oh, we're already done with Area 3. Oh. And we're still on a good pace. We are still on a good pace. I think if I saw it correctly, I might be on PB pace still.
So unfortunately, one disadvantage of me not actually knowing the game
We are
is
in Area
that
4 already.
which level we actually are on, because for whatever reason it's not being shown on the HUD. But there are some levels which are having some interesting effects on music and environmental stuff. But I guess JuZockt will notify us about that once it's happening.
Yeah, basically. I mean, we just entered the 4th area. The game is like divided into 7 areas, with the last one just being the final level, which is all alone. But the soundtrack, again, this game has amazing soundtracks. I mean, if you want to like immerse into a game, or if you just want to enjoy Tetris, also all this the journey mode thing, you can also do it like in a theater mode, so you can just actually just enjoy the environment. You can just enjoy the environment. We're now heading to 4-2, if I remember correctly. There was something special with that level.
Another thing that is probably worth mentioning is that another source of time loss is in the wasting of lines. So if you are at like 35 out of 36 lines, you want to make sure you get the last line with a single and not with a Tetris, because then you wasted 3 lines for nothing, because it does not go over into the next level.
Yeah, speaking of level, 4-2 is interesting, because usually we go up and down in speeds. Yes, we don't always go up. We also sometimes go down in speed. This level doesn't change in speed. We are constantly on this speed right here. We're staying on that speed. You don't hear any pings. You just enjoy the forest. And not the the hiccups. Okay, I'm back on track. Yeah, every input you do is a sound effect. Every single input. And I did not want it to stack the eye there. I actually wanted to drop it in and lose it.
All right, we're starting at a pretty interesting height for the next level now, so let's give him a little bit of attention.
And I forgot what piece I had. I don't know, can the stream, can the chat actually like slightly hear me mashing the not mashing, me clicking on the controller? I don't know if this is hearable. I mean, it's not. I mean, I don't mind if it's hearable. I just wanted to know if you can hear it actually.
I mean, I can hear something, but it's not really disturbing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's part of the game.
Yeah.
It's necessary, so I guess if you would mash on a keyboard, it would be way louder.
Yeah, definitely. It was 4-3. Wait. Why is my pace so good? Why is my pace so good?
So, question to the runner: have you ever considered using an actual control stick or whatever? That like
You actually cannot play with the control stick. You actually have to play with the D-pad. There's actually you cannot. You can literally not map the D-pad. You can not remap the movement keys to the stick. You have to use the D-pad. The sticks are actually used for camera control. Because the game has VR possibilities, you can simulate like the moving in VR. I kind of don't want to show it because then it messes up like my field of view. You can like zoom in and out. Like if you start the game for the first time, this is not the size you see. You see like a very tiny screen. You see a very tiny field. It's like, I would say like the center, like about the center. the size of the center here.
Maybe the runner could show us this wonderful feature in the Master Mode Speed Showcase,
Oh God,
which
please.
is still which is still up, which we can still donate for, guys.
Yeah, we are already at. Wait. Yeah, this is. Yeah, we have like some frame drops. No, not frame drops. A bitrate dropping now because this level has fireworks. This level is actually called just Celebration, and we have fireworks, and yeah, I already turned down the particle effects, and it's still that many.
But to be honest, who needs frames when you have fireworks?
It's not about the frames, it's about like how beautiful it looks. Like the stream literally cannot comprehend like how good the game is looking because of all those particle effects. Oh, that was a misdrop. So we are done with area 4 now. So we're like, yeah, pretty much halfway done with already with the game.
You briefly saw speed 11 there, which is already looks very uncomfortable to play on reliably, but Runner does a very good job.
May I intersect for a quick donation?
Sure.
We have 500 Norwegian kroner from the red Tetris block saying, "This was my big debut. Thank you for letting me be on screen." Wait, why am I disappearing? Which has put us much closer to that Master Mode Speed Showcase, sitting at about 1,000 out of 2,500 kroner. Donate some for that. I'm really curious to see how fast this can go. This is already way too much for my brain. I'm surprised you're able to keep up with all that. It's very impressive.
I mean, I could like tease Master Mode a little bit because Master Mode, like, how fast can you go if the piece is already at the bottom? You just remove the time you get to move the piece. That's how fast it is. You just like I could technically like do this, and you see I can still like turn the piece because I have like half a second before the piece actually locks. And in Master Mode, that time gets removed, that half a second. Like it goes smaller and smaller for every. I think once you start like with speed 10, which like it's just called M10 because it's already on maximum speed. So you need to invent new speeds to show off the speeds. And I looked at the table earlier, and the highest difficulty has like, when I say frames, I mean like 60 hertz frames, and it's like you have like 4.5, 5 frames for the last level, which we sadly will not see because it is just too fast. Even for me, I'm not able to sadly reach those speeds, but like it's under 100 milliseconds of time to react. This is how fast Master Mode can get. Also, Aurora Borealis. At this time of the year?
At this time of day, this part of the country, localized entirely at NSG, with another donation, if I may.
Yeah, this was Aurora Peak, like literally a stage on the mountain. Like, in my opinion, one of the more beautiful looking stages. And in the end, you just see. I mean, there was like recently we had like in Germany the possibility to actually see it, which was also like crazy because of the giant sun flares we had. Where's my up input?
Mr. JuZockt, I'm sorry for being so pushy. I hope you're not mad at me.
I'm not mad at you.
Maybe chat is, I don't know. Or the audience. Can I go for another quick one?
Go for it.
We have a whole 1,021 Norwegian kroner by the squiggly Tetris block.
Yeah, which one is the squiggly one? Oh no, wait, that's the other one. That's the other one. We had the red one earlier. This is the green one.
They say, I don't fit anywhere nicely, but I do have some money to try and make this Master Mode happen. And of course, that went to the Speed Showcase, which is now only 500 kroner away from being met. Come on, guys. We can hit that during that run easily.
Oh yeah, you just saw me. I just fit the squiggly place in a place which does not look possible because of the rotation system of Tetris. It just works because the rotation system in Tetris is like whack. Oh yeah, this is, by the way, this stage is called Yin and Yang, and the reason for it, I think Ludwig can explain the reason for that.
Yeah, so it's called Yin and Yang because you see we started level 11, but at some point we will actually go down in speed, and then a little bit later we'll go back up in speed, and then go down in speed, and we'll go back up in speed. I know we just dropped from 11 to 7, and I guess in a few moments we will go up to...
No, we go down. This is this was the only stage that goes down in speed instead of up.
Okay, it's only going down, but then in the next, on the level 4-4 or 5-4, I forgot which one it is.
Yeah, this is 5-4 right now.
5-4, yeah.
This is the one which only goes down. Now we're at speed 5. It only goes down. It's like, this stage is like compensating for all the speed ups you get. That's why it's called Yin and Yang.
Yeah, which is actually an interesting mechanic, but it also makes sense because if you start at a high speed, you have a much higher chance of doing mistakes and getting like holes in your builds. And if it drops down to a lower speed, you actually get time to clean it up a little bit more safely. Come on, guys, we can do it. 500 more kroners for the speed showcase, which will be amazing.
Actually, before we reach the final level, we have like this stage, and then we're in area 6, and then it's like about 5 minutes until we reach the final level. Oh, there was a lag spike. That was a lag spike. Did not expected a lag spike just now. Also, a reason we switched to in-game. Hello, where are my inputs? That's also the reason we switched to in-game time. Because I remember back on my old PC, especially in this stage, again, particles en masse. Sorry for the bitrate. I'm sorry for the bitrate, actually. Yeah, particles en masse, and that was actually one of the stages which my old PC like struggled. And oh yeah, I think you didn't mention that the game is actually available on pretty much every console. You can play it on Switch, you can play it on PlayStation 4 and 5, you can play it on Xbox, you can play it on PC. On PC you have it on Epic Games, you have it in the Microsoft Store, so it's basically Xbox version, and you have it on Steam. The game is available pretty much everywhere. And the fact the game is running on Switch just shows like how beautiful a game can be and not require like a beefy computer. Even of course the Switch version is like a little bit of graphical compensations, but it works.
Yeah, now the music goes into like an ASMR mode, I guess, where the wind like kind of blows direct into your ear or something.
Yeah.
It definitely feels like it.
Yeah. Again, you have to if you try Tetris Effect, if you have VR, try it. Trust me, just try it. You don't even have to put it on the high speed. Just try it, and you'll feel very immersed. Like I did it at home. I have like noise canceling headphones. I put on HDR as well, and I was immersed. I mean, there's a reason I enjoy this game so much. I mean, funny enough, I bought the game 5 times. I own 5 copies of this game. Because I just love it that much. Oh yeah, we have another bitrate killer with the air balloons now. Also, fire soundtrack. The soundtrack is, again, amazing in this one. Oh. I'll tell you, we don't hear all of the soundtrack because we're just going so fast. No.
So another little fun fact about this game is that you can also do T-spins and even S or Z spins or whatever.
And the same thing for J and I's. I mean, that is basically a given because of Tetris is actually standardized since the early 2000s. So you have actually like rules for the colors, of what color each piece has, and the same with like the rotation system and you being able to have a hold item or like have a preview of 4 pieces in my case, which is like good for like planning ahead. But I'm not even looking at my preview right now. I'm only looking at a preview when I transition to the next stage, because I have to look. Okay, I have this piece. This is my board, and yeah, I probably tuck the piece in there. That was a bad misdrop.
Oh, we're stacking high right now.
Yeah,
But I guess that's all intended.
Yes,
Kappa?
yes, it's intended. Yeah, you're right. It's intended. I mean, if I'm not dropping the inputs, I could stack that down like without problems.
But what I'm noticing here is that, like most Tetris games that I know so far, they give you a lot more stress when you are stacking very high. Like for example, with like NES Tetris, it like doubles up the music speed or whatever.
Mm.
But in this game, it seems like the music is always the same.
No, it just because this game is more supposed to be like a visual experience or like an immersive experience. It doesn't give you like the stress moment. We are in the third to last stage. This is 6-4 orbit. We are in a space station. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mr. JuZockt, it's the 6th Tetris effect connected copy on your head talking to you.
Oh.
I have some more donations. And
Go for it.
very good news.
Go for it.
We have another 500 Norwegian kroner from Anonymous being put to the Master Mode Speed Showcase. If you've done your math, your homework, we've now officially reached that incentive. You are able to show off and suffer for charity.
Speed!
Okay, now we're going into the last normal stage. This one is very special because, go for it, Ludwig. This is the one I told you earlier. This is the last normal stage. 6-5. This is 6-5.
All right, this is 6-5. So we start at speed level 10.
It's not about the speed. This stage is not about the speed. This is the one with the music.
Okay, give me a little heads
The music.
up, please.
The music. This is the one with the special music.
Ah, this is the music. Okay,
Yeah.
so this is the stage that has 3 different music tracks, and it only plays one of them depending on the day of time that you're playing.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure when the transition is, like between morning
I think I
and
gave you the
midday?
notes. I think it was 3 p.m. was the next transition.
At 3 p.m. Okay.
Yeah. So we have currently are on the morning theme, which in my opinion, like this part slaps. Funny enough, I have never heard this part before because I'm always playing in the evening, and the evening theme is also very amazing. No, I think we're on a day theme, or actually, and not on the morning theme. Where was my input?
Stacking high again.
Panic.
Yeah, let's give him a little bit of
Actually, a
serious
little
time
bit
here.
Oh god. Oh god. I don't want to go with this high stack. Okay,
All right, final level coming up.
yeah, final level's coming up. We have now 90 lines to clear. We are on a good pace for a PB actually. I'm just looking at the game time. It shows right there. We're on a good pace. And I have to concentrate now actually because I am so high.
So if there's any point of serious time, it's right now.
As you can see, it now says 90. I was the whole time on 36. Now it's 90. Also, this is basically the title song we have right now.
So also I'm saying that now rather than when it's happening because of serious time. Once we reach 60 lines, we go up to speed 13, and we will remain there for the rest of the run.
Yeah.
So speed 13 is very uncomfortable.
I mean, technically it's not, if you know how to. Now the game is actually like preparing you. It slows down now, so you can prepare. And then at speed 13, the line drops about 1 line per frame. So it's like, it needs about 20 frames to be on the bottom. A little bit more than 20 frames. I think it's 0.92 lines per frame. I think it's something like that. But yeah, we are close to the end of this showcase of Tetris Effect. Okay, 10 more.
Yeah, I guess we try to now get the stack a little bit lower for when we reach 60, so... And it's happening right now.
Yeah, next line clear throws us into speed. I'm actually I'm literally dropping inputs.
Do not blink, chat,
No,
or you might miss a line clear.
I'm not blaming chat. I'm dropping inputs because I had to press the button like 3 times before it did anything.
Oh yeah, input drops in Tetris games is always lots of fun.
Oh, we have a clean stack. 4 more lines.
Wow.
4 more lines. No. Time! That's PB! That's PB!
Whoa!
That was a low 28. That's insane.
Congrats, man! You deserve it.
Yeah. Now we're actually. This is the actual feature of Tetris Effect. Which is called the zone meter. Ludwig mentioned it earlier. Oh yeah, flashbang, by the way. Once you hit 8 lines, the color changes, and the lines are only cleared when I top out or the 20 seconds are over. And yeah, you just saw it. We got 13. No, I don't think it was 16 lines. And the theoretical possible that was thought of first was 23. But people managed to somehow get it to 27. The field is only 20 pieces high. Fun fact about 21, the devs thought, yeah, 21 is possible, but they didn't give 21 a name. And then Kirby's 703 did a 21, and it got named after Kirby. It's called a curb tris if you get a 21. If you get to 18 or higher, you get a perfect tris, which I am trying to. Oh, looks good, but I think the time is running out on that. Yeah, I'm not getting it. Yeah, 17. And because we hit the Master Mode Showcase, well, 3352 RTA. Wow. Wow, okay. Funny enough, I actually had a PB before in the practice room, which was like a high 34 in RTA and like 28-20 in in-game time, and now I got a 28, what was it, 08, 09?
I think it was 2608.
No, it was 29. It was 28. It was not 26.
Oh, 2809, yeah.
Okay, we're skipping the credits now because you guys want it. You want Master Mode. If you think the ending part of Metamorphosis, which is the name of the last level, was fast, get ready for this. This is the journey mode. This is what we just finished. You see, the game has 2 more modes. They have the whole multiplayer section, which has versus and connected mode, where you play against the boss or like against another player. This game actually reintroduced classic Tetris, so you can play NES Tetris here. And yeah, it has effect modes. This is your classic marathon mode. This is with the zone meter enabled. This is a 3-minute time limit. This is 40 lines. This is Master Mode. Master Mode it's basically like if you know Tetris Grandmaster, this is basically it. But we just start on if you played Tetris Grandmaster 3, we're basically starting now with the Shirazi mode. I'm going to speed 8 already. It only changes like how fast the lines disappear when I clear them. And once we hit M11, this is where the speed, the lock speed goes down. Ludwig actually had like a little table with like the timing windows. We have like, before I start, we have like half a second to move the piece around before it just locks in place. If you spin the piece, you can get like more time out of it. Yeah, but it takes like 5 minutes. It takes like usually for like 5 minutes. And yet they want you to do 300.
Yeah, so it wants you to clear 300 lines, and you see it already. Like before, the pieces still drop down like a certain amount of spaces per frame, basically. But now this dropping has been removed entirely, so the pieces pretty much drop down instantly, and you only have a little time to move them around. But how it heavily affects on how you have to build your stack here, because if you build
we
like
have to build like a pyramid. Best would be a pyramid build.
If you build like a whole valley of like you build like high on the left and the right, and the middle it's like not very much. You cannot get the pieces to left and right anymore, basically, because you can only like try to get them over with this spinning techniques, basically, because you just don't have the time anymore to like move them all the way to the right, all the way to the left before they drop.
Yeah, because of the super rotation system, you can like move the piece over a stack a little bit. If the stack is low enough, you can just move the piece over.
And you can already see like the time that these lines need to disappear has been heavily reduced now as well. So you don't just have much time to think about your next move. Like you can always use this time that it takes to plan your next few moves, because you always see the 4 next pieces.
Yeah,
but
and
now you just don't have the time anymore.
One thing I did not tell you about, there's actually mechanics options in the game that you can enable a pre-rotation. I can rotate the piece before the piece is on the field, and the same thing is for the hold. So I can like actually switch out the piece or like rotate it before it even spawns, which is like makes it a little bit easier. But again, we're speaking like in frame times of like under half a sec. Okay, we've reached 80 lines just now. Whenever you hear the ding, my goal is like, oh, this is bad. This is bad. My goal is to get 150 lines at least, because that is where like, oh, that's what. Yeah, my goal.
That was so high that looked like a fake top out to me.
Yeah.
And even though it's master mode and it forces you to focus pretty heavily on the game, you still have this banger soundtrack plus banger graphical effects in the background.
Okay, goal achieved. I wanted to get 150 because 150 is like the max rating you can get, because the game actually grades you like in master mode. It depends on the game mode, but you get a grade for everything here in this game. And in master mode, so depending on the lines, and if you get 150, you get the highest grade in the game, which is a double S. Now we will see how high I can get. We're soon reaching the point where like I'm not fast enough to move the pieces. Yeah, this one like this, and it just locks already because I forgot to move it. Oh, that's it.
Oh,
180. I'm happy.
180.
180. I'm happy with that. My PB is 190 lines because it just. We had like frame times. I just want to. We had. Thank you. We had. Wait, I have the table I had the table in the Discord. Wait. I just wanted to say we had like. Do you have it open right now? Felix, do you have it open right now?
Sorry, what did you say?
The table, the time. Okay, I have it open. We were at M17 speed. You have 260 milliseconds. That's less than 16 frames before the piece just locks in place. And yeah, the line clears. They were basically gone. There were 10 milliseconds. I like a little bit. I'm happy. I'm happy with what just happened. Thank you, NSG, for having me here for Tetris Effect, showcasing this beautiful game. Thanks to chat for reaching the master mode incentive, because and the fact is, it still goes faster on this point. It still goes faster on this point. Thank you for Ludwig for helping me with the commentary. Thank you for everybody in the crowd.
Anytime, man.
Thank you for everyone in the crowd. Thanks to Tech. Thanks for everybody. Thank you, NSG. I'm sliding away. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for running.
Thank you.
Yes, the good hugs. That was insane, and I was like, the moment it came, I was like, huh? You have no time for that. Like, what is happening? There was another donation that came in before, after we already got the incentive met,
sure.
by Smash Boy Square Block, saying, I'm ready to fit anywhere with my symmetrical goodness. Let's make this incentive happen. We did already, and like was sniped before you, unfortunately, but that was incredible. And you saying that it can go even faster, I'm scared.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing that can go faster, like I said, it's just the time you get to move the piece. This is the only time left that can be cut in this game.
So that's the reason why you bought 5 copies, because the previous 4 disintegrated from the speed. Okay, good to know.
No, I just love the game. I just love the game.
All right.
So thank you,
Again.
everybody. Thanks, NSG.
Yes, thank you so much once more for running. We'll be switching to a quick intermission, and don't run anywhere because we got Chip and Dale afterwards.